this seems to be the difference. The things they did 10 or 15 years ago didn't have these knock-on effects and reverberate through world markets. Now they do.
So yeah, this will definitely have an impact on, well, New York property. For one, I know. But, well, okay, so here's what I think probably was the biggest factor. This is complicated, but basically, when the yuan was, when foreign investment and huge trade surpluses were happening, in order to keep the yuan cheaper than it should be, it basically like absorbed money from outside the country, so that just all this money pumped into China. But when that stopped happening in the last few years, and really acutely in the last year, the money creation mechanism stops working. Worse, it starts to dry up money, and that causes interest rates to rise, right? And that's really bad when you have around 30 trillion in debt, a lot of which is not at a fixed rate. So you don't want defaults, you don't want all that bad stuff. So how do they keep rates low? Well, I think what they wanted to do was, we'll lower it a little bit, and we'll do this thing that really we're supposed to be doing. It's justifiable, and the IMF really should like. And we'll just drive the speculators out of the market, and all that stuff about capital outflow, that'll be fine, because it'll go down 3% and done, yeah. And that didn't pan out that way. But your question about inflation is interesting. If you're creating, I think, like, Chinese money supply is something like 80% bigger than the US is. And the US is a bigger economy. That's crazy. They have way more money than they should have. So why, with all this money chasing a finite amount of goods, why is inflation going up? It went up in August because of pork prices, okay? But usually producer price inflation is down a ton. It's down like 4 or 5%, and it has been for 2 or 3 years. So why is that happening? It's because overcapacity is so bad, because there is so much slack capacity producing, like factories producing at a loss, and just like selling stuff overseas because no one in China is buying it, that is overwhelming this insane increase in money. And so that is keeping prices down worldwide, which is, really bad for the global economy. And that will last for many years, probably.